G'day there, podcaster.
Well, we've had Ben's break of the year. We've had my break of the year. We've had Belle's break of the year. Who's left? The producing team. Andy, Brodie, how are you?
How are you?
What, Tina didn't get a vote?
Yeah,
Because she wasn't here the whole year? Is that why?
Brodie and I are the only ones that have been here the whole year.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Well, I suppose, yeah, if we were to have Tina in, we probably also sort of had our lost fallen soldier, Tom Costamento.
And Andy
Andy's
Zito.
name weird. Well, yeah, I suppose he was digital. Yeah. Yeah, we should have done a fallen soldier.
I think we got it right. I think we got Brodie and
Yeah.
Andy. I think that's all we really need.
Because you've seen the entire year. You sort of know.
Yep.
You can assess.
From the producer's lens.
Yeah. And so sometimes, I mean, you catch most breaks, but sometimes you're like, taking phone calls and stuff, like getting ready for the next break. So you sort of might miss a few here and there. So I'm interested to see from the producer's lens.
This is
from outside the glass.
Also, can I just say quickly, there's a bit of tension brewing outside the studio. Everyone's pointing at Scudder because he's been here the whole year. And he's technically the audio producer.
I mean, Scudder, if you'd like.
Scudder, you can come in, mate.
No, hang on. No, because we had Alex Mills for a while you were on a non-compete clause.
Yeah,
Actually,
but he would argue that he's been here for the whole
That's
year.
actually true.
He would argue.
Also would have been listening.
He would argue that.
So yeah, you weren't doing those first few shows. When did you actually start?
No. To clarify, I have been here since the day you started in January in Melbourne.
Yep.
But you did some stuff on Nova 100 before
Yeah.
the actual first day of Saturday
Yeah, which has been counted for all intents and purposes.
Okay, so I'm out.
in this week's series because Ben.
We're just trying to work out what's canon here, guys.
Oh
You
my
know?
God,
Yeah,
you
for
and
sure.
that word. at
And
the
I also
moment.
think there's
Stop
there's-
using the word
there's-
Well, is it canon? Like,
There's
he discovered a new word. If you
there's
can't
producers, like, right, you're all producers.
Yeah.
But then, Scud, you're the audio producer, which for me is a sub-genre.
Lower.
No, not
But
lower.
no,
No,
it's just
no,
Ben,
not at all.
he knows everything more
He
than
does,
these guys
he does.
because you do
And
miss stuff when you're on the
baloney.
phone.
On
He's heard
on
it
the producer tree, you're all on the same branch. It's just your separate branches. You know what I mean? They're all on the producer branch.
You can't be on the same branch and then not on the same branch.
As in, the branches are on separate sides of the tree, but they're the same height. Does that make sense?
Same level.
Same
Dip
level.
up.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
level.
No, I
You
get
get
where
what
he's
I'm
coming
saying.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I'll
Scudder,
I'll
did you
sit
wanna-
this one out. No,
did you
just-
wanna
You're
stay
doing your
in?
own break, Scudder.
I'm
You
okay
can-
about it. I'll get out of here.
Okay.
Or did
I know where I'm not needed.
it's weird now.
The other day, Scudder, I was coming from the kitchen going to our office, and you were on air. I was like, look at that Scudder.
Yeah.
Because you were chatting with Aaron, I
With
believe.
Aaron, yeah.
Was that for the mini mix?
Yeah, we do a little cross for Nova Nation at midday every day.
Did you like say what song's going to be in there and stuff?
Yeah, a little bit of that, and then reminisce about like uni nights at
that's fun.
clubs in Melbourne, and
Yeah.
it goes to Melbourne and Sydney.
Yeah.
So
I think you've had your airtime, then you don't need to be here.
I don't want to brag, but are you guys in Sydney as well? Or just me?
Yes.
Whoa,
Just
wow.
going back at midnight.
National Scud. Are we
Climbing
are?
a few rungs on that
We are.
tree.
At midnight.
Yeah,
we're
we
playing
are.
Sydney.
Midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit, yeah, no, you're right.
National baby. Hey, Scud, are you in Brisbane, Perth and Adelaide?
No.
We are. At midnight for the truckies.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Anyway, see you, Scud.
See you, man. So, yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
Okay,
mate.
what's your break of the year, guys?
As we ought to do, shamelessly insert ourselves into a break and pick a break of the year that features
Are you
heavily
serious?
producing stuff playing a role in the show. And I have kind of pulled rank a little bit here and picked it myself, but it involves Brodie, and it is when we prank called
Yes.
Brodie, which was our first kind of get to know you.
That was
which
good.
Started the love affair that we all now have with Brodie. All started when we pranked him for looking up
It's good.
pornos on his
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah. Brodie,
Good icebreaker.
Yeah. How do you feel about the whole thing?
It certainly caught me by surprise.
That's the best pranks are.
And he was a great sport, the
Yeah.
guy that you had portrayed the person.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was unrelenting. And I tried to get out it and then redirect
Dude.
and reflect away from me.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. He was honing in on it.
I suppose you'll hear us set it up and you'll
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
the call. But yeah, no, this is actually an excellent choice. So enjoy.
Yeah.
We've been playing a game over the last week called AO or AO for tickets to the tennis, Australian Open, or adults only. So you had to guess between the grunts, and obviously it was someone's job to look for these sorts of sounds. That was Brodie in our team, and because of that, he was having to visit some pretty interesting websites, shall we say, on the work computer. And we thought it would be a great idea if we got our mate Ryan to call Brodie and say, hey, look, there's a few red flags that have popped up in the tech team. We know what you've been Googling, and run through his history, read it back to him, just to see how he would handle a situation like that. Turns out he would start clearly sweating very profusely, talking very fast, and trying anything to say anything to get out of trouble.
This is the call. Please enjoy.
Hello, Brodie speaking.
Oh, hi, Brodie. This is Ryan. I'm Nova's head of internet security in the technology team in Sydney.
Hi, buddy. How you going?
Good, mate. So, mate, just wanted to check on a couple of things. There's been a few pings on my firewall. So your user account is looking very questionable of late.
Yeah,
It's a little awkward actually having a bit of a chat with you, but
yeah, we
there have been
explained that. We were doing a segment on air that needed some sound effects of a very graphic nature, and so we needed to look them up, obviously, just to record them in. There is an email chain and audio evidence of doing so. But yes, thank you. Yeah, apologies for that. Yeah, I did flag it with our tech team here with Simon Kim, and I did have to have him unblock the firewall so we could actually access those sites. But yeah.
okay.
Sorry about looking up so much pornographic material on a work computer.
Yeah, because obviously that you are familiar with the terms of agreement you sign when with your employment contract. So I just want to make you aware of that.
Yeah. Would you like me to put you on to my direct manager, Dave? He can explain the situation a little bit further if you need.
Yeah. I'll touch base with Dave after this. But did you need to go to all those websites like Xvideo and Pornhub, Pornhub.com?
Yeah, because we were getting graphic sounds for the material that we were using. So we need I tried to find them elsewhere without visiting those sites, but it turned out that was kind of the only place I could do it.
Lesbian porn? Why lesbian porn?
Because we needed two girls.
Okay. Mate, just letting you know also because we've got the history here, and I'm just letting you know, okay? Because you've searched for images of boobs on Google. Was that appropriate?
Again, that was also something to do with what we were discussing a part of the show. My manager, Dave, can't explain it all, honestly. It's, apologies, mate, but please contact Dave and he can, I'm sure, explain a lot of it.
Sure, but obviously searching for images versus sound effects, you wouldn't get the sound effects from searching for boobs on Google.
Sorry, Brodie. It's Ben Lehman Bell.
You're kidding me. Yeah.
We put our mate Ryan up to this.
Peter Charlton, our CEO, walked into the office as I had it on loudspeaker.